Hello, everyone, and welcome to another unstoppable conversation. And we have Renee in the house today, and I'm so excited that you are here, Renee, and going to share with us what you do. Can you tell us a little bit about you, what you do, and how you help others?
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. I'm really grateful to be part of your show. So yes, my name is Renee Carbone-Fleming. I am the founder of the Badass Queen personal branding and media agency, which has evolved so much and been such a blessing. I started off in the network marketing industry and had built a multi-million dollar sales organization. And I was doing personal branding before I even knew personal branding was a thing. So I grew that. I was a sponsor of the Miss America organization. I've traveled the world, like done all the things. That evolved into me really wanting to help other women outside of the company I was aligned with, because a lot of women were asking me, how did you do this? How do you do this? So I built the Badass Queen coaching programs and training programs. And then as you know, we grow, and as entrepreneurs, we're always looking to, you know, serve our audience in a stronger way. So I built this into, this media agency. I have the Unapologetically Badass podcast. I have an Unapologetically Badass Icon TV series loading on Roku soon. So that's really exciting. I'm an author. I'm aligned with network marketing businesses. I love sharing that I unapologetically inspire moms over 40 to look and feel like a million freaking bucks, build their $100,000 fund, and unleash their inner badass queen. That is the core of who I am. So
I love it. I love it, Renee. I love it. I love your excitement. You can tell you love what you do. You're excited about it. And I can't wait for you to tell us about your books. Tell us about your book.
yes, so I wrote the first book, and they're all on Amazon. This is Unapologetically Badass Rules Wear the Crown. And as you can tell, my brand is a bit bold, but I wrote this not because women were clamoring for my story, but I know that stories save us. And I know that, us, especially as women, again, that's my audience, we sometimes see all of the wonderful things happening on social media and look at her, look at what she's doing. And isn't this grand? I was on the NASDAQ billboard in September. I received an amazing award, Top Empowerment Coach of the Year. All great things. But what they don't see is all the shit that we go through in our lives, right? So I wrote the book sharing, not that I want to like air dirty laundry, but I wanted people to see whether it's bankruptcy, divorce, estrangement from my youngest daughter. There are things that could have broke me. And I really feel that life is about our choices. And I'm a believer in God. So for me, I believe he's not going to put me through something unless there's a purpose to it. So what do I learn from it? So I wrote the book to share some of the ish that I went through, but what did I learn from it, and turn it then onto the readers with opportunities for them to reflect and maybe see themselves in my journey. Because I really thought if one woman can go, gosh, if Renee can get through this and look what she's doing, then hell, I have no excuse. I could do it too, So
Right.
so that's why I wrote the first book. And, I just want women to know that no matter, where they are on their journey, no matter their age, no matter their background, no matter what, they can do whatever the frick they want. And we are, unapologetically unstoppable. So
I love
yeah.
it. I love it. And you know what? People really don't realize that we are still humans and we
Yes.
go through the crap that we have to go through
Yep.
sometimes. And you're right. My God gives me a lot of things and I don't know why. And I don't know the reasoning behind it, but I know that there is a reasoning and he's not going to put on me more than I can take.
Right.
Man, Renee, sometimes I'll look up and say, there's other people in the world. Can you move on?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm like, this, oh, yes. And so, that's the thing. Like, there is some real hard things that we go through.
Yes.
And I'm not saying that I don't, cry about it. There are times where I'm so sad, but I go like, there's a purpose to this. right? And if I can help someone else identify what their niche is and help them find their voice and, step into something that's really uncomfortable for them. And that could be social media, which for a lot of people, right? AI, all of this stuff. And that's why I wrote the next book, Watch Me. So, Watch Me, when I started my entrepreneurial journey, it was out of divorce. And especially going into direct sales network marketing, a lot of people were like, she can't do it. She's going to fall flat on her face. She's not going to succeed. She can't do it. So I wrote 2 words on Post-it notes and I put it all over my office, my house, my car, and I wrote, watch me. You don't think I can? Watch me. Now I'm also Portuguese and Sicilian, so I do have that blood with that, oh, watch out. But Watch Me, this is more of a business philosophy for women that are done asking for permission. So for me, the Watch Me kind of stood for the W is withdraw from explanation, right? We're not going to explain ourselves. A is to act before approval, and T is take up space publicly. Show up.
Yes.
Perfectly imperfect. Show up. We are here, right? And then C is commit without consensus. And H is hold the vision when no one else does. Because as entrepreneurs, there are so many people and this is what I think stops a lot of women, is that fear, right? Looking left and right, going, what are they going to think? And fear of failing, fear of succeeding, who does she think she is showing up? Who does she think she is posting? Right? So all of those things that hold this vision. I know my purpose. I know my path. And if somebody doesn't like it, okay, keep swiping, right? I'm not everyone's cup of tea. That's totally okay. I prefer coffee anyway. But, it's all good. So yeah, that Watch Me is that business philosophy. So no one feels like they're stuck.
That's awesome. Now, let's say a new woman comes to you and she loves what you do and how you do it and how you say it. But is there a place where you would say this is where you need to start? With all the hats that you wear, where would you say for them, is there a place for them to start with you? Would that be with your coaching? Would that be on your podcast? What would that be?
I have a brand clarity intensive call. That would be the first place because I want to understand where she is. So many women are on different paths. So this isn't a, round fit of round peg in a square hole, square peg in a round hole. That's a square peg in a round hole, right?
Yes.
So it's not for everyone, but I have different programs and different opportunities. Depends on where they are. There are some women that don't want the coaching, but they want some digital downloads where they can then just watch some trainings themselves and implement it. Some people are more of a one-on-one. They need that one-on-one space. Some women want group coaching. So there's all different opportunities that I have, but I really start them off with the brand intensive because I want the clarity. I want to understand where they are. Sometimes they don't even know where they are. And
Amen.
Right. And so in that clarity call, I really help them identify what is it that could be possible. And based on their passion, based on their expertise, how can we monetize that? What do they want to do from that? So then once we kind of figure that out, we could then branch into multiple different things. And I'm really excited. I just launched the Badass Queen AI Hub. This is an absolute game changer because, like it or not, AI is here. And there are a lot of people that are afraid of it, right? A lot of people I don't want anything to do with AI. But the bottom line is, if you don't accept it, you don't adapt to it, you're going to be lost in the dust. And that's whether you are an entrepreneur or you work a full-time job. We see the job market shifting. We see that people are losing their jobs because of AI. But I feel AI is an opportunity. Because of AI, so many people are going to be able to become more entrepreneurial by having contracts with different companies. So the typical 9-to-5 job is going to shift, but those with a strong personal brand and those that are consistently present and have value to offer are going to be the ones that are going to get those contracts, are going to be the ones that get those jobs versus somebody that just has a resume, because resumes are 1970 at this point, right? Everyone is going to go to their profiles, is going to check out their social media. So I'm really excited about the hub, because not only do I have different opportunities for them to learn AI, but I've also trained actual GPTs that I share in that hub that speak like me, think like me, talk like me, act like. So it's giving them social media, it's giving them content. There's like so much to motivation. There's so much. I'm so thrilled with the way it came out, because this is really going to help so many women.
That's awesome. And you know what? That's what it's about, is for me, is helping others. Yes, the money needs to come in because we have the mortgage and the electric. Yes, it needs to come in, but helping others succeed. And I know when so many women I work with, Renee, you hit it on the nail when you said sometimes they don't even know what they want or what they need. And sometimes they come in, but you may find this too, is they come in and they think they know what they want. And then when we're done, it's completely changed because they did not see it the way that we vision it.
Yeah.
We see them. And so many women don't think they deserve it.
Right.
And that's a hurdle that we have to get over. I love how you said you had that discovery call. Yeah. I believe that is 100% the most important call, because that's where the road starts. That's the map starts unfolding for so many people, because they have no ideas and no clue of how to get from here to there and succeed the way they want to succeed and achieve what they want to achieve.
Yeah. And that's the difference between us leading heart-led businesses. I'm not looking to sell someone a program, a training, a coaching. I'm not looking to do any of that. But I want to have an understanding of what is it that they need, because I know I have tools and expertise and tips that can help them get to where they want to go. But it really,
absolutely,
our cups get full when we help somebody else, for sure.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, Renee, tell me, before we go today, is there any one thing that you want to say before we go to others that are watching right now?
Is just try it. Whatever that thing that you're like, oh, the last thing I want anyone to do is lay on their deathbed and go, shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? So if there's something that you have an inkling to do, whether that's entrepreneurial, whether it's a job, whatever that is just try it. There's what's the worst thing that's going to happen? You fail miserably. Congratulations. So do so many others. And we all have failed, right? But we fail forward.
Yes. And you know what? I always tell people, just shrug it off. Next, because there's always a next.
Yes.
There's always a next person, a next class, a next belief, a next object to hurdle across.
Right.
It just is. That's the business.
Exactly.
And, the tough get tougher.
Absolutely.
Oh.
I mean, at this point, LaDonna, it's like, hey.
But it's being real. It's being real, and it's letting people know that we are real. We are real humans, that we fall forward. We don't fall down. We fall forward. A lot of people haven't heard that concept, so I want to make sure they hear what we're saying. Fall forward. But it's been great having you on, Renee. This has been awesome. And I just want to let everyone know, thank you so much for being here, watching us. Rewatch, go to the YouTube, watch other interviews that we've done. There's so much greatness here at Unstoppable Conversation. Thank you, everyone. And until next time, bye-bye now.
Bye-bye. Thank you.